Hey, you want to make a Henley? Yeah, I know you do. Hi, I'm Vince King, Nashville-based musician and actor. So we're going to make a Henley today. The Henley is basically the level 1 garment that went under every outfit. The beauty of the Henley is it's so ambiguous. It has been used in all types of movies, based from medieval all the way to futuristic, because it has no closures, it has no hardware, it has no snaps, zippers. It could go absolutely anywhere. I got this particular pattern from Sew Patterns Mart on Etsy. Funny as it sounds, I get most of my material from the curtain and linen department at Goodwill stores. I hate how much of our landfills are full of clothing, especially synthetics that don't ever biodegrade. So I'm going to give this piece of poly cotton blend one last run. I believe the pattern called for 2.5 yards, and this one curtain ended up being just the right amount. It was very close. Although it goes against my fundamental nature as a man, ironing is very important. I use a disappearing marker. I like it a lot more than chalk. It just seems a lot more precise to me, but that's my own taste. I have mixed opinions on the rotary cutter, but I'm just cutting directly on the plastic tabletop, and it actually works pretty well for me. And yeah, I screwed up. You'll get used to that. You don't have to tell me. This section here is the neckliner assembly, and it's kind of important. So take your time cutting this out. Make sure you choose the right size, otherwise it won't match up. This is what's left of the waist, which isn't really that bad. I haven't thrown it away yet. I don't know if I'll have something, maybe stuffing for something else. Since it's poly, it's going to fray just when you look at it, so I had to overlock absolutely every piece before I started putting everything together. So here I'm starting with the top shoulder seams, just getting them lined up and stitched in place. Pressing out the seams is something I didn't used to do, but it's a very underestimated part of all of this, and everything fits together better if you just take that little bit of time and press the seams out. Here I'm joining the front and the back sides of the neckliner. Again, I can't stress, make sure when you cut the neckliner you cut it along the right size lines, because otherwise it's just not going to fit up right and it's going to be a pain, and you won't really realize it till later. I also realized that I pinned this neckliner in backwards, and didn't really realize it till it was too late, so I just rolled with it. I am a simple creature, I guess I'm easy to confuse. Now I know some patterns, I think this one as well, they want you to stitch the sides of the front and back together first, but honestly I don't like doing that. I like getting the neckliner in place and stitched on there and matched up before I do the sides, because to me it's just easier to maneuver the garment before you close it up, but that's just my own personal preference. Hey, pay attention to this part right here, because there is going to be a test. I'm pretty happy with how the neckline's turning out. I've been doing this a minute now, and I'm starting to know what I'm doing, and this is where I really see the difference. Here I'm top stitching the neckline. I know that wouldn't be like period authentic, but honestly I just like that really crisp neckline. I don't like it being all just kind of janky, so it's a me thing. Now I flipped it back inside out, and I'm doing the secondary stitching on the neckliner. It just kind of cleans it all up and holds it in place. So, little fun fact, my hands are actually pretty shaky. I get pretty bad tremors from a TBI I got. And most people don't like watching my hands when I work. It's disconcerting for people. So, little perk of running things in speed motion is I don't look as shaky. Like, it's kind of nice. So it's time to join the sides together, and I discover a very sharp cut right on the side of the front panel, I think. Yeah, so does that cut look familiar? Son of a bitch. So I got an iron-on patch, sewed it on the back side. I'm just running a million zigzag stitches over it to close it up. It's ghetto, but it works. So now I'm sewing the sides together, and yeah, I custom myself a lot, but oh well. I just wanted to see how it lays on me before I started messing with the sleeves. Obviously, it's not meant to be a Henley muscle shirt, but I just wanted to see how it looked first. Alright, so now I'm doing the lower hem. I didn't really measure and pin this one. Let's be honest, I'm just kind of raw dogging this hem, but at this point it was like 3 in the morning, so whatever. Now I'm onto the sleeves, and this part's pretty good for morale, because I'm getting kind of tired at this point. When you're starting to fit the sleeves on, you're getting toward the end, but I was tired, and well, that'll come into play in a minute. Now, I know they do basting seams to match up the shoulders, and I'll admit I've just never really gotten it to work for me, so I'm going to keep figuring that out, because I know basting seams will help a lot on the shoulders, but I'm making it work. Alright, so now I am hemming the left sleeve, I believe. And yeah, I'm raw dogging this hem again. But whatever. Don't judge me, Karen. Alright, so the right sleeve did not line up. At this point I realized I had actually stitched the sleeve inside out. And so I just got to get the seam rippers out. And I have shaky hands, so I hate using the seam ripper. I'm always afraid of ruining the garment. But it's got to be done. Alright, so we got that fixed up, and now I'm back on the right sleeve, which is pretty much the last step, so definitely getting kind of excited at this point. Alright, so I get to try it on. It's not commercial garment quality, there are a few mistakes here and there, but again, this is for acting, and God knows what I'm going to be doing in this thing. So I'm not really worried about that, but it's getting better. Every one I make is getting better, so I'm happy. And let's do a sneak peek for an upcoming character.
All in due time.